Hello and welcome everyone to the StriveScan College Launchpad. We are so excited to have you participating in today's event. We have some wonderful schools here with us today to share more about their school and their STEM programs. The format today is that each institution will have 6 minutes to share with you everything they want to tell you about their programs. And then they're going to stick around for the entire event. At the end of the event, we'll have some Q&A to learn more about their STEM programs. My name is Jeannie, and I will be your facilitator for the event. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping items. First of all, your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you today. However, find that Q&A button on your screen. This is what you can use during the entire event to submit your questions to our presenters at any time. You don't have to wait until a certain institution is presenting. If you have questions for any of those institutions that you see listed in that participants tab, go ahead and submit them throughout the entire event. This is one of many different sessions happening. It's our last one for the evening, but there are more events taking place later this month and next month as well. So make sure that you check out the full schedule along with this session's recording and all the other recordings at strivescan.com/launch. All right, I'm going to turn it over now to our first presenter. Kicking us off today, we've got Western Colorado University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeannie. Let me go ahead and share my screen here, get it into presenter mode. Perfect. All right, well, my name is Flynn Guerreri, and I'm with Western Colorado University. I am a regional director of STEM here at Western. I also am an alumni from here. I graduated in 2018, so any questions regarding Western at all, I can definitely give you an in-person kind of experience. So where's Western? So Western is located in Gunnison, Colorado. Here's a quick map. We're about 3.5 hours away from Denver, but we're definitely in a more rural area. Going to be your stereotypical Colorado mountain town. We have 2 different ski resorts that surround our valley and a lot of really beautiful area just around our university as a whole. So we're a smaller sized institution. We're right around 3,418 students, but that does include our graduate students. So our undergrad population is right around 3,000. Our average class size is 16. My largest class when I was there was 26, my smallest was 6. So definitely getting that one-on-one time with your professors, which I really, really enjoyed. But just because we're smaller doesn't mean we don't have a lot of different academic programs. We have 100 different pathways that you could choose to get that degree. And we also have 50 plus student clubs. I think we always talk about the academics, which is obviously important, but being involved on campus is just as important as well. And then I always like to highlight that 80% of our students who receive financial aid, or 80% of our students who receive financial aid in general, college can be expensive. And our mountaineer is our mascot, which is super fun. So like I mentioned, we're really in the mountains, so we're surrounded by BLM land, National Park Service. We have Black Canyon not too far away. There's 750 miles of single track in our valley. So if you're interested in hiking or biking or anything like that, you can definitely get that outdoors experience in Colorado while you're also getting a degree, which is really, truly amazing. So I know we're talking about STEM, and these are a few STEM things as well, but these just kind of give you an overview that we have a lot of different options outside of STEM, and these are 4 popular ones that we have on campus for majors. So environment sustainability makes sense since we have Forest Service that are surrounding us, recreation, outdoor education, biology, and business. So those are just 4 examples of our most popular programs. But STEM specific, we have a lot of different options you can go through. So anthropology, to geology, to chemistry, to computer science. Really, you can build it out how you want. Exercise and sports science is one that's really popular on campus since we do have a high altitude performance laboratory, which is really awesome. So really you can choose which pathway is going to be best for you in that STEM world. So even though it's a smaller school, doesn't mean that you don't have those options to get into the STEM field that you want. If you want to go pre-med, the most amazing thing about these really kind of rigorous classes that you could be taking in STEM is that your professor is the one that's teaching your class. You're never going to have a graduate assistant or a TA teaching your class. It's going to be the professors that wrote that book that are teaching about that book or the research that they're currently doing. 2 things I really want to highlight, 2 of the programs that we have is our CU Boulder Computer Science Partnership, as well as our CU Boulder Mechanical Engineering Partnership. So just kind of quickly about what this is. We have paired with University of Colorado Boulder, obviously located in Boulder, to create a plan for students that don't want to be on Boulder's campus. They might not like the city life as much. They want to take advantage of smaller class sizes, that one-on-one kind of professor um, relationship that they'll have. So basically how it works is the first 2 years you are a Western student for either mechanical engineering or computer science. You have Western professors, you go through our application process, you pay our tuition, and you receive our financial aid. And then the second 2 years, you actually transfer over to CU and you go to their School of Engineering and Applied Science. We actually bring the professors from Boulder. They want to come live in Gunnison for a year or a semester, and they teach you within our facilities. We have an $80 million brand new facility that was donated from Paul M. Rady. It's our Paul M. Rady School of Computer Science and Engineering. So professors also want to take advantage state-of-the-art industry level building that we have. One thing to note is that you do pay CU's tuition and receive their financial aid, so it definitely looks a little bit different. It's all 4 years on the Gunnison campus, but gives you that opportunity to have that degree that's really top in the nation for engineering and computer science, which is really cool. One other thing I always like to highlight about this, so Paul M. Rady also has our Rady Merit Scholarship that he is helping fund for some students. It's a 2-year full tuition scholarship. So I don't know, as you're looking through college, you're probably realizing that is incredibly expensive. It's a big commitment. So 2 full years of tuition is a really amazing opportunity for these students. All we really ask is that you apply and you're accepted to Western by January 31st of 2023. So for my juniors, that you declare a major in that computer science or the mechanical engineering partnership program, you have a GPA of a 3.5 or higher, and that you're ready for Calculus 1 or Math 151. So if you want to come study in the mountains, you want to try to keep it as affordable as possible, want computer science or mechanical engineering, have a 3.5, then you can actually get 2 full years of tuition completely paid for, which is an amazing opportunity. So I know I can kind of sit here all day and each one of us could talking about why our campus is so amazing or why our university is better than the next. But I think one of the biggest pieces of advice that I could always give all my students looking for college is just go visit the campus. Go visit the schools that you're interested in. I always say that you should have an aha moment when you walk onto a campus. I walked onto Western's campus and I knew that's where I wanted to invest my time and my money. And so that really helped me make that decision. So we always have campus visits going Monday through Friday. Or campus tours Monday through Friday at 10:30. Also go to western.edu preview day. We have big days that you can come to campus and check it out. So definitely check everything out online. And then the last thing is just our application process. So you can apply either through our website, just at western.edu/apply, or our Common Scholarship application. We're rolling admissions, meaning we don't have any application deadline. We're test optional, and really all we need is for you to ask your guidance counselor to send your transcripts. Here's all my information. I'll also drop it in the chat so you guys have it, or the Q&A. You can scan that code, get all my information from there. But good luck with your college search. Let me know if you have any questions about Western. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for getting us started with a great presentation, Western Colorado University. We're going to keep going now, and we're going to hear from Pacific University, Oregon. Take it away.
Perfect. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Derek Nagley. I am one of the assistant directors here at Pacific University. And I can tell you a little bit about why it's an amazing adventure to come up to our part of Oregon and study not only the STEM sciences, but also all the other opportunities that are available to you. So Pacific itself is a small private liberal arts university. We are located in Forest Grove, Oregon, which coming from further out of state, you're going to fly into Portland International Airport. You're going to come up or down I-5, connect into Portland, and then we are part of Portland Metro. So you're able to get out to campus, depending on traffic, in about half an hour driving, about an hour using mass transportation, and you're able to move back and forth into the city life or out a little bit further in the country where we're located and be able to experience all of those amazing things the Pacific Northwest has to offer. With the Oregon coast only being about an hour away and over 1,500 miles of hiking trails in the Coast Range, which you see behind me in these trees and mountains, our students are able to get out, have that adventure, but then connect back into that city where we have the Silicon Forest. We have large companies like Nike, Intel, Xerox, and Columbia that are going to offer an amazing amount of opportunities for students to do research, job shadowing, and opportunities both on campus and off. And to connect that in, when you're studying at Pacific, we have over 70 different majors, minors, and programs. And we're obviously going to focus in a little bit on the STEM sciences today. But more importantly, when you apply to Pacific, you're using the Common App. It's completely free. You're going to apply to Pacific, and you've applied to the whole school. You don't have to apply into another program or specific major or an honors college, because at our university, we teach the whole school as if it's an honors level college. And what that means is small classes, interaction with professors, and that you're going to be able to get that education in 4 years. So you can come to Pacific, start that education, choose that major you're going to study in, and know that your classes are going to be an average of class size of about 19. Our big lecture halls seat maybe 30 or 40 students. Our small classes are 3, 4, and 5. So you're always going to have that interaction, and all of those classes are taught by a full professor to all 1,900 undergraduate students and about 2,000 grad students, but they're on a separate campus. So our undergrads are getting that one-on-one interaction with the professors, and that applies to our labs as well. All of our science labs are taught not only by the professors, but they're having the interaction in those smaller settings and a hands-on research opportunity with you. And when we talk about the STEM sciences, it's one of the things Pacific is best known for. We're the top private research university in the Pacific Northwest, and we're really proud of that. But what it really means for our students, especially in STEM, is that you're actually able to do research, job shadowing, internships starting freshman and sophomore year. And whether you're interested in studying something like bioinformatics or engineering or environmental sciences, you're getting that opportunity to start that degree, but test it out. Make sure this is what you want to spend your time doing, and doing large research projects on campus that you get to build on for all 4 years. So when you leave Pacific, you don't just have that degree and that good luck handshake, but you've also built up a resume that you can take into those job interviews, that you can take onto that graduate school level, and be prepared to take that next step right away without having to come back. And in fact, at Pacific, unless you do one of our 3-2 programs, we guarantee that you can get all of your classes in line to get a 4-year education at Pacific, so you don't have to plan on taking those extra steps. And after those 4 years, last year, even in the craziness we were in, over 90% of our students were in a career path, in graduate school, or on an internship track towards that job. So we're really proud that our students are able to take that, what they're learning in the classroom, in those sciences, put that hands-on research to work, and then take that into the working world right after they graduate, and not have to take extra time through the process. That also means when you come to Pacific, you don't just do one thing. Our students are really, really busy, and we want you to continue to take all of those things that you might have talents for or passions for, and add that to your education while you're here. You're not going to be an engineer, go into the engineering building and only speak to other engineers. We want you to take part in our over 70 different clubs and organizations on campus, or maybe taking part in one of the performing arts and music groups on campus. Maybe getting into those outdoors like I keep talking about and enjoying those outdoor pursuits office, and taking a class, or maybe even adding a major leadership major or minor as you're a student there at Pacific. You're able to mix and match all of those things you love. That also applies to study abroad and to sports. If you want to be that biology major at Pacific, sing in the choir, and play on our varsity football team, you're able to do all of that at once, because our students are able to mix and match, and they get the advising to do all of those pieces at the same time. You don't just have to pick one thing you're excited about, but you get to mix all of those passions you have together to create that best opportunity for you. And to make that all happen, you're going to apply to Pacific through the Common App. Like I said, we are enrolling admissions, so you can apply anytime throughout the process. And the big thing to know when you're applying to Pacific is, just like I said, you're applying to Pacific as a whole, that also applies for scholarships. We don't care which state you're coming from. You don't have a different tuition or a different scholarship set. But then when you apply to Pacific, it doesn't matter what you're thinking about studying or where you're coming from, that you get the opportunity to earn scholarships, so that over 95% of our students are earning scholarship while they're at Pacific. That could be your academic merit scholarship, looking at your academic profile, which is completely test optional. That could be those talents and passions I was talking about, like music, dance, and theater, or robotics, outdoor leadership, or coming to visit campus next fall and joining us for one of our senior preview scholarship days in person or online, and earning scholarship that way. So I know we only get a few minutes to talk to you about all the opportunities that our schools have, so I highly recommend you reach out, let us know what questions you might have, and we're glad to chat with you throughout the process. So please feel free to take a quick screenshot of my QR code here, and I will also drop my contact information into the chat.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much, Pacific University, Oregon. We are going to turn it over now to the University of Alaska Fairbanks. I see that we've got our first question in the Q&A, so I would also suggest that y'all take advantage of that function. But we are ready for you, University of Alaska Fairbanks. Take it away.
Great. Thanks, Jeannie. My name is Palmer Muntz, and I am one of the admissions counselors here at University of Alaska Fairbanks. And I feel like what I'm here to do today is invite you all to consider going on a great adventure. Come to Alaska for college, where you'll get to see and do and experience things that you won't get to do anywhere else, including possibly joining the 40 Below Club. UAF is the flagship university for the state of Alaska and a national research university. And having said that, I think we're quite a bit different from many schools that have those labels. For instance, we only have about 7,000 students. Our student to faculty ratio is 10-1, and 2/3 of your classes will have less than 20 students. So I often emphasize that at UAF, you'll get to take advantage of world-class faculty and labs and other research opportunities, but within a very personal environment. UAF is also a very warm and welcoming and diverse place. Over 1/5 of our students are Native American or Alaskan Native, and we're the 12th most diverse flagship university in the country. Turning to the academic side, we have about 120 different majors, and it's very unusual in that UAF actually offers everything from one-year certificate programs in things like fire science and welding and culinary arts, all the way through a PhD in space physics. And let me focus here on some of our STEM programs, of course. Starting with our College of Engineering and Mines, you can see here the areas of specialization that UAF offers. And some of these are ones you would find in any good engineering school. Others are relatively unusual. For instance, I believe there's only about a dozen universities in the country that offer geological engineering. And we're one of only 6 universities that offers both mining and petroleum engineering. Our programs are direct entry, so you'll get to take your first engineering classes in your first year. You get to do your first design projects in your first year. I also like this slide because it shows you the ELIF building where our College of Engineering is housed, brand new $130 million state-of-the-art facility. You might think if you're going all the way to the Arctic Circle for college that you're going to end up in a log cabin with a wood stove. No, you'll be well taken care of. The natural sciences are also very popular at UAF. And of course, that's things like pre-vet and pre-med, but often it's students coming to us for things that, geosciences, physics, wildlife biology, where frankly, we're in Alaska. And so the opportunities are just amazing. You're in the middle of a 600,000 square mile living learning laboratory. Research opportunities, internship opportunities, working for the Park Service, for just different areas all around the state of Alaska. We have the world's only university-owned herd of musk oxen at our large animal research station. We also have the only university-operated rocket research range. We shoot rockets up into the Aurora Borealis to study the northern lights. I'd like to mention also that we offer a biology major entirely online. That's relatively unusual, and for some of you, that may be a helpful option. We also have a College of Fisheries and Ocean Sciences where you can study marine biology, oceanography, fisheries. We operate the only university-operated icebreaker ship in the world. It travels all around the globe doing research. And again, lots of opportunities for internships. We build an internship into every major, and research opportunities because it's Alaska. Admission at UAF is very streamlined and straightforward. There's no essay that you need to write. We are optional for the SAT and ACT. And usually you'll get an admission decision from us within 3 weeks after you apply. Turning to the financial side, of course, costs will vary depending on whether you are in-state or out of state, how many credits you take, and so on. Non-resident students find that typically their cost for tuition, fees, and room and board come to around $38,000 a year. Having said that, we have some things that can help mitigate that for most of you. Starting with, if you live in the Western United States, you are eligible for the Western Undergraduate Exchange, which will drop your tuition by $13,000 to $14,000 a year automatically. We offer in-state tuition to anyone from a military family. So if your mother or father served in the military or currently serves, You're eligible for in-state tuition. And then a number of scholarships. Over 3/4 of our students receive grants or scholarships each year, including the Nanook Pledge, our academic scholarship that can range up to $10,000 a year, as well as need-based aid and competitive scholarships administered by our foundation. So yeah, consider coming on an adventure. Come up to University of Alaska Fairbanks. I would love to help you out as you consider your options. Please reach out to me in the Q&A here or afterwards to shoot me an email, and I would be glad to help you. Thank you.
Negative 40 degrees. Ooh, all right. We are going to keep going after that awesome presentation from the University of Alaska Fairbanks and hear from Southern Oregon University. We are ready. Take it away.
Hi there, and thank you. My name is Ian Parent, and I am the Associate Director of Admission at Southern Oregon University. And as you can see, we are located in a really beautiful, outdoorsy, woodsy area. And where is that area? We are in Ashland, Oregon. And Ashland, Oregon is about 10 minutes from the California border. So this blue line here signifies the 5 freeway. So if you're coming from California and you head up the 5, we are the first exit when you get into Oregon. We also have an international airport in Medford, which is about 20 minutes from campus. And you can fly into Medford directly from all the cities you see here. You can fly on Alaska, United, Delta, American, Allegiant, so lots of those main carriers. We're in what's called the Rogue Valley, which is the 4th largest metro area in the state of Oregon with over 215,000 people. So there's quite a few city type amenities, even though Ashland itself is a smaller town within that valley. Everything is close by within 20 or 30 minutes. We are one of the 8 public 4-year universities in the state of Oregon. And sorry for this shaky video. I took it while I was riding my bike around campus. We do have 5,000 students on campus, so we're a little bit more similar to a private liberal arts college than a public 4-year in terms of size and classroom experience. And in that classroom, our average class size is 21 with a 20-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And all of our students are taught by faculty. There's no grad students or TAs teaching classes. We have 38 majors, but I'm going to focus on the STEM majors today. And because I've got so much packed in, I'm going to go ahead and cut this a little bit short to save some time. We are in the Northwest. We experience all 4 seasons. However, we're far enough south that we don't have your typical Northwest weather. Our summertime averages are up in the low 80s. We will hit 100 a couple times. But in the winter, we are up into the low 50s, high 40s. So it's not quite as cold as some other places. And we only get half the amount of rain as Portland. And we actually average less rain than the national average. So we really dispel some Northwest myths with that one. And although we rarely get snow on the valley floor, we're only 20-30 minutes from a ski resort. So if you're into those outdoor activities, it's not going to be negative 40 in Ashland. There's not going to be snow on the ground, but skiing and snowboarding is very close by. All right, so here are our STEM programs at Southern Oregon. You can see our majors over here on the left. One interesting one is forensic chemistry. We actually have a US government forensics lab located on our campus. Because they're a government lab, they like new toys, and every couple of years they get a lot of new equipment. They send their other equipment to our labs and let our students use it. So we have a lot of really state-of-the-art equipment available to our students. Within our minors, I just want to note math education really quickly. If anybody wants to be a high school math teacher, we definitely have all the programs that will get you set up for that, including our Masters of Arts in Teaching program. Here are some of our certificates. Cybersecurity is a really popular one to pair with our computer science degree. And we have a handful of micro-credentials as well. Geographic information systems and GIS is one of our popular ones. And just kind of take note of this background picture. That's one of our labs on campus. If you're looking at the pre-professional track, we do have a lot of pre-professional programs. All of these programs have specific advisors, faculty advisors, and curriculum that are designed to get you into grad school and professional programs for different types of careers. Some of note, over the last decade, our dentistry students have 100% acceptance rate into dental school that they've applied to. Our pre-med students have a little over 80% acceptance rate coming out of the chemistry program when they apply to med school. So they're getting in at a high rate. And on a little personal note, my nephew just graduated a year ago from Southern Oregon on the physical therapy track, and he got into all 3 physical therapy programs that he applied to. So we do a really good job of getting students into grad school and getting them employed when they finished. Don't be overwhelmed by this slide. Let me talk you through it real quickly. There's a reason why it's so cluttered. But first of all, our science building here underwent a complete renovation back in 2014. It is LEED certified. There's 25 labs and 44 fume hoods. A lot of our labs are right here on the top floor with beautiful $1 million views out over the valley. It's just an amazing place to look up from your experiments and take a little mental break and enjoy that great view and then get back to it. There really are some special labs. And also of note, I keep getting reminded that our labs have more instrumentation than any other peer university in the Western United States. And peer university is going to be similar sized public. Now here's a list of some of that equipment we have in our labs. I can't pronounce most of it or tell you what it does. So email me and I'll send you this list and you can Google it. But all of our undergraduates have access to this equipment. Some of this is up to $750,000. You're gonna have your hands on it. You're gonna learn how to use it. You're gonna break it. We're gonna help you fix it. You're gonna learn how to program it. And that's what's going to get you jobs when you graduate. Real quickly, here's a couple of our current students and alums. Reem Gomez is currently an assistant professor of wildlife biology at the University of Montana. Austin Shadell is currently building and programming drones for personal and government defense aerial systems. Molly Troop is a master distiller in Portland, and this is Jack Diab. He's actually a current student who did an internship last summer with NASA. And I'm going to skip forward to my last slide here and I'll give you my information in the notes here in a second. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me and I'll get right to them.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Southern Oregon University. All right, we are going to turn now to Colorado State University Pueblo. Looks like you're all set for us, so take it away.
Hi everyone, I am Jacqueline from Colorado State University Pueblo, and today I'm going to be giving you an overview of our STEM programs at the university. So a little bit about CSU Pueblo. We are a Hispanic serving institution with a little under 4,000 students here at the university. Our average class size is going to be about 14 within STEM programs, and as you move into those programs, it's actually going to drop to about 8 to 12 students. We have a 40% first generation rate here on campus and also a 50% student body that is diverse. So where are we in terms of Colorado? So we are about 2 hours south of Denver. Anything west is probably about an hour and a half away. Our closest ski resort is about an hour and a half away as well. Unlike northern Colorado, we don't get as much snow or rain down here. We are pretty dry and pretty warm down here. In terms of our STEM majors, so in our College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, some of our most popular programs are going to be within biology, biomedical sciences, anything from those pre-dental, pre-med, environmental sciences. We have our cannabis biology and chemistry focused program as well. We are the only university in the state of Colorado to have a cannabis biology and chemistry program, and 1 out of 2 in the United States to have that program on campus. It's actually a very popular program. So if you're looking to work in a natural product with the botany of the plant, it's great. It's great to get your foot in with the biology and chemistry program there. Our engineering programs are very popular as well. Civil, industrial, mechanical, and then also our specialization in mechatronics is very popular. We compete nationally in all of our engineering conferences, especially when it comes to AI building and robotics. And then another popular one is going to be our wildlife and natural resources programs. We have aquatic and terrestrial here on campus working with state parks, national parks here in the state of Colorado. And then also I want to highlight our 3+2 programs. So our 3+2 programs is where you can earn a bachelor's and a master's at the exact same time here at CSU Pueblo in 5 years and all at one cost. So you never pay graduate tuition for a 3+2 program. You earn your master's all at an undergraduate rate. Moving into our College of Health Sciences, Human Movement, and Nursing, we also have an exercise science, physical education, and recreation program where you can emphasize in anything from general exercise science to outdoor recreation, strength and conditioning. We have a fitness and recreation and sports management program. And then also we are ranked top 4 in the state of Colorado for our nursing program underneath our health sciences, along with pre-athletic training, public health, and general health sciences. And then here at CSU Pueblo, since we are very small, we focus very hard on having a very hands-on experience. And so your very first year, you can start with us and just jump right into our Discovery Scholars program, which is it's built for our first year students to have a research experience as soon as you get on campus. So if you know that you want to go into the cannabis biology and chemistry program, you can then join our Institute of Cannabis Research with our Discovery Scholars program and earn a $200 stipend for 8 months. That entire first year, you will get a $16 or $1,600 payment stipend for doing research opportunities. Outside of that, we also have our external research opportunities, which we partner with STEMundergrads.science.gov. If you have not checked that out and you are wanting to go into STEM, they partner with a lot of universities across the nation. So that is a great utility and resource right there. And then in this bottom right-hand corner, these are some of our Discovery Scholar programs that we are currently going on at the university. So we are in our biology department, we have threats to mitigate songbirds on the Front Range here. The Front Range is where you're gonna see like Pikes Peak. Sorry, my cat is in my lap. We're gonna see like Pikes Peak. And then some of our engineering opportunities include our AI systems. Outside of your STEM, as everyone has stated, it is important to get involved. So we have a little over 75 clubs and organizations on campus, anything from academic, social, religious, multicultural organizations. We do have Greek life here on campus, and then we offer a little over 50 plus different types of student engagement leadership events each semester. For tuition, looking in-state, we are the second most affordable in-state university in the state of Colorado at a little over $20,000. And then if you are coming from out of state, either WUI resident or any other state, you are going to be a little over 26 or a little under 27,000 as well. And then our scholarships. So we have extended our scholarship deadline to June 1st. And so you can still apply for the scholarships that are on the screen now. All you have to do is apply to CSU Pueblo and then send us your high school transcript. We are test optional. So inside those light blue boxes, we do take your highest achievement within those. So whether that be GPA, test score. Cool. And then we also offer free housing for in-state students and out-of-state students. If you want to know more, you can contact me. So I encourage you to apply. There's a fee waiver code on the screen and my contact information is there as well. I will also put it in the chat. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Colorado State University Pueblo. All right, we are going to hear from our last institution for this portion of the event. We are going to hear now from Washington State University.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for attending today. I'm really excited to share a little information about WSU and Voiland College of Engineering and Architecture. My name is Lindsay Beat. I am the Director of Recruiting for Voiland College of Engineering and Architecture. So I wanted to share some pictures of our campus, what we look like right now and where we're located. You can see on the map that we are down here, located on the border of Idaho. We border Moscow, Idaho. There's the university there as well. We're here in Pullman. We are located in some wheat fields and it is just beautiful. Really enjoy the area. You can see some of the seasons. We get quite a bit of different seasons. Right now, I can tell you looking out my window, we got some snow yesterday. So it was quite a spring shower of snow, but really campus is just gorgeous. Even though we're located in the middle of some wheat fields, there is so much to do in Pullman, Washington. I wanted to share some fun facts about the university. So our STEM programs, in addition to the 95 majors that WSU offers, 30 plus STEM degrees are offered through 3 different colleges. So we have the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Agricultural, Human, and Natural Resource Sciences, and Voiland College of Engineering and Architecture, which is who I'm representing. You can see that these 30 degrees, where they might fall, and I've listed our college contacts for each of those. If you can't grab these, my name and email will be in the chat, so that way I can get you connected with a variety of people of who you're interested in speaking with. In addition to academics, our students at WSU are really doing quite a bit. On average, over 66,000 hours of civic engagement are done by our students. We have students studying in over 565 study abroad programs. So whatever you're interested in doing, the opportunities really are endless for you. Some quick facts about our programs in comparison with WSU. Our undergraduate class of cross campus at WSU is just over 6,000 students. Voiland College of Engineering and Architecture is going to have just about 5,000 students. And you can see how that compares. Our freshman class is just about 1,000 students. So while that may seem large, I can guarantee that you'll be able to find a community of students with like interests, desires, career goals, whatever you're looking for. Our students can definitely help you fit in and find your home here in Pullman. Through VCEA, we have 5 schools and departments, and we offer 15 total majors in our programs. 11 of these are going to be engineering and computer science programs, and 4 of them are through our School of Design and Construction. These 5 schools and departments, our students are just doing some of the most amazing and forward-thinking research. They're participating in internships across the nation, as well as being able to have some career placement really anywhere in the United States. And we even have some of our students working for some international companies, which is pretty amazing. Through Voiland College of Engineering and Architecture, we also offer some student success services. So all of our engineering and computer science majors are direct admit. That means once you have been accepted into WSU, you will have a spot in one of our engineering and computer science programs as long as you are calculus ready. There are 3 ways that can happen. Check out that website or send me an email. I'll be sure to get that information to you. In addition, we have academic advisors who are amazing and can help you graduate on time, study abroad, do all of the networking, club activities that you're interested in, as well as making sure you're academically successful through our peer-to-peer tutoring. We find that this is how our students really are learning the best, and being most successful is from helping their peers. We also offer a peer-to-peer mentor program, which really pairs our upperclassmen with our incoming freshmen and transfer students. And this is not just for academic use. We want you to find a community of friends and students that you can rely on to just have fun. So we want you to participate in this. And once you've been settled in, you can always be a mentor to those incoming students as well. I really want to share that with our students, 85% of our graduates have employment upon graduation, which is fantastic. Engineering and computer science and our School of Design and Construction students are in high demand. So we're really proud of these numbers. Over 55% of our students are also participating in internships. You can get your first internship the summer of your freshman year. So come see us, and I can give you a list of where our students are going, everywhere from Boeing to Microsoft to higher education and everything and anything in between. The average salary that our students are walking out with when they graduate is $70,000, which you can't say no to. So I'd really encourage you to reach out and get connected with some of these services. I can point you in the direction or get you connected with any students. Other opportunities we offer are student clubs and organizations, undergraduate research available to you day one, We have over 3,500 square feet of maker spaces where you can really take what you're learning in class and get creative and make your ideas come to life. We offer an entrepreneurial institute, the peer-to-peer mentorship, and faculty. Frequently asked questions. You can definitely complete your degree in 4 years. You can do a study abroad. We are competitive. Our students find that our classes are competitive, but they're really supported peer-to-peer. Our faculty teach all classes. We offer scholarships based on academic and financial need. And that's my contact information. I will drop it in the chat. Please feel free to reach out, and we hope to see you in a future class. Go Cougs.
Thank you so much, Washington State University. All right, wonderful presentations from everyone. We really appreciate you sharing all of that information about your campuses. We are going to now move on to a very brief Rom Robin Q&A. So if all of our panelists want to join me on video here, we probably only have time for one question, so we're going to make it a good one. And that is, what is one thing that you want students to remember about your STEM program specifically? We'll go ahead and go in the same order with Western Colorado University getting us started.
Awesome, thank you. Well, there's a lot that I would like to have you remember about our STEM programs at Western Colorado University. But the main thing I think that's the most important is that the professors are absolutely amazing. You're choosing a profession and a major path that can be pretty rigorous. So you want to make sure you have the support system in place that's going to help you. And if you have a one-on-one relationship with STEM professors, it really does make a difference. So that would be the number one thing, that our professors are amazing.
I think for Pacific, the most important thing to remember is if you are looking to that STEM field, but don't just want to be in the STEM field. So you want to study biology or pre-med or engineering, but also be able to play in the band or play a sport at the same time. Pacific is going to give you that opportunity to do it and to be able to do that in 4 years while you're here.
I think at UAF, it's just, we're in freaking Alaska. And so if you come to UAF and spend your 4 years, when you come back home and start your career, you're going to be the most interesting person in the room.
Southern Oregon, I just want to say that your studies are going to be very hands-on. You're going to have an awful lot of opportunity to work with some really high-tech, high-level equipment, as well as do research on your own and with faculty.
I think here at CSU Pueblo, we're a very small university. It's going to be very hands-on, very personalized. And then you also, your freshman year, you get to start with research opportunities and you get paid for them.
And I would want you to remember that no matter what your dreams and goals are, is that we can help you achieve that through our academic programs, but all the opportunities that exist outside of that, because we know that college is more than just academics, it's your entire experience, and we can help provide whatever you're looking for into that academic experience while you're here for 4 or 4.5 years or 5 years, whatever that plan is, we can help you.
Awesome. Everyone, thank you so much for a wonderful session. I really enjoyed learning about all of these different campuses and your STEM programs specifically. I also want to thank everyone who is here today, whether you're watching this recording or you're with us live. We really hope that you found it useful and that you're currently looking into these institutions more, doing some research and reaching out to your admissions contacts at each of these schools. I put the link strivescan.com/launch in the chat. That is where you can find the recording for this session along with all of the others. I also want to make sure that you're aware that once again, this is one of many different sessions. So we've got more events taking place in later this month and next month. So keep an eye on the schedule for that. Last but not least, when you close your screen today, you're going to get a very quick 5-question survey. Any information that you can provide will help us make these events better for you in the future. All right, that's a wrap for this event. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye now.